Winning ways looking to continue in Edenton against a familiar foe from the north. The Steamers 5-0, looking to add to that tally at the top of the PCL standings. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to historic Hicksfield for tonight's PCL matchup between the Edenton Steamers and the Greenbrier Knights. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jacob Smedley, the voice of all Steamers home games right here on YouTube. The Steamers facing off against the Knights after a rainout last night against the Scallywags. That game has been moved till July 9th. Tonight, first game against the Greenbrier Knights since last year's PCL semifinal game. And the Steamers looking to extend their record-breaking start 5-0, looking to extend that to 6-0 tonight against the Knights, who come in with a record of 0-1, a loss on Saturday to the Tri-City Chili Peppers 7-3. They have yet to play a PCL game. Starters announcing for both sides. In the field for the Steamers, the lineup going down, starting at shortstop, starting every game so far. The shortstop number 4, Ryan Goff. Batting second, the second baseman number 3, Luke Myers. Batting third, the designated hitter, Gabe Kirk. Batting fourth, the catcher, Macon Winslow. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Tate Abbott. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Drifton Paget. Batting seventh, the extra hitter, number 9, Tyler Overitis. Batting eighth, returning for his first game since May 30th for Mount Olive, the third baseman, number 13, Alden Cottle. Batting ninth, the right fielder, Davis Halstead. And batting 10th, number 10, Nate Paulson. Again, that's Goff, Myers, Kirk. Winslow, Abbott, Paget, Overitis, Cottle, Halstead, and Paulson, with the righty, number 21, Chris Morris. In his second game of the season, 1-0, without a run allowed in 3 2/3. He pitched Friday night against Tarboro in relief. For the visiting Greenbrier Knights, leading off and DHing number 19, Scott McDonough. Batting second, the right fielder, Brody Miller, number 5. Batting third, the first baseman, Kenny Shadle, number 24. Batting fourth and cleanup, the catcher, Jake Tone, number 13. Batting fifth, number 11, the extra hitter, Corbin McLeod. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 16, Trevor Mason. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 2, Luke O. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 17, Zach Will. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 4, Zach Klenghorn. And batting 10th, the shortstop, number 6, Colt Cundiff. And on the mound for the visiting Knights, the pitcher, number 14, Zach Capps. Again, that's McDonough, Miller, Shadle. Tone, McLeod, Mason. O. Will, Cleghorn. And Cundiff will face off against Chris Morris, who, as mentioned, came in relief his first start, hasn't pitched since last season. Came all in relief for Pitt Community College this season. Started last year against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. He allowed 5 runs on 4 hits and just about underway. Morris against the designated hitter, McDonough, who stands in there, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a ball called. The umpires for tonight's ball game, the home plate umpire round the field is Jesse West, Andy Mamili, and Nick Brunner. McDonough into right field, a base hit. And a 1-0 single by McDonough puts a runner on for the Knights. His third hit of the season. He had 2 hits in the Knights' 7-3 loss against the Chili Peppers. Morris on the mound featuring a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Really had his curveball working against the River Bandits on Friday night, recording 4 strikeouts. And the first pitch, broken bat over the head of Cottle into left field. McDonough will stop up at second. A broken bat. The bat shatters into 3 pieces around the infield. Abbott having to come in and pick him up. fastball from Morris. Bat shatters, and it gets over the head of Cottle. And just like that, 2 on with nobody out for the visiting Knights. Again, put up only 3 runs and 3 total hits, 2 from the guy at second base. And now stepping in Kenny Shadle, the first baseman. Chris Morris in early trouble. He had to face a handful of trouble in the Tarboro game. He gave up 2 hits, struck out 3. He had 2 walks. Hasn't given up a run yet. The Knights looking to force him here. And the 0-1, breaking ball, and it hit him. And the bases are now loaded. Bases loaded now for the Knights. On 2 singles and now a hit batter, and now the cleanup hitter Jake Tone will step in, the left-handed hitting catcher. Complete opposite of the last Steamers starter this week, Tuesday. Really the ace of the staff so far in 2 games, Chandler Padgett. 12 innings, 17 strikeouts. Tone grounds 1 to second. Should be 2. Goff throw to first. Out of the glove of Abbott. Coming home and scoring will be Miller. And 2 runs across for the Knights in the first. A fielder's choice brings in McDonough, and then the error by Abbott allows Miller to score. And it's already 2-0 Greenbrier. Now only the second game the Steamers have trailed in, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Corbin McLeod, a 2022 PCL All-Star for the Knights last season from the North All-Stars. The PCL divided into the North and the South as the 0-1 is high. The North and the Virginia teams, the Greenbrier Knights, the Norfolk Redbirds, and the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, who are in the Outer Banks taking on the Scallywags tonight in PCL play. And the South is 1-1 in their first strike. The Steamers, along with the Scallywags and the Tarboro River Bandits. 1-2 now to McLeod. 2 early runs across. And the 1-2, line to center field. Padgett coming in, drifting. Padgett scoops it out of the air and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs here in the first inning. Padgett coming in and making the catch. Picking it off of his shoelaces there to make the catch, and there's 2 outs with a runner at first, and Trevor Mason coming up. Padgett, so far this season, no more for his bat than his glove. But great tracking there to make the catch. And the first pitch to Trevor Mason is low for a ball. Trevor Mason from Hampton-Sydney College, from Chesapeake, Virginia, and a big cut and a miss. In the spring, 1 appearance. He pitched a little bit as well. Utility player, third base, pitcher. It's very similar to Morris on the mound. Can do it all over the field. And he chops one right back to Morris. Morris gathers, throws to first, and that'll do it. But the Knights score twice to take an early 2-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the first. Steamers looking to get the runs back. The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Is your kid a fan of the Clan? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Bottom of the first inning, 2 early runs across for the Greenbrier Knights. A pair of singles, a hit batter, and then a ground ball for fielder's choice that allowed another run to score on an error by Tate Abbott. And as mentioned in the top half, it'll be the second game so far this season where the Steamers, at least for a half inning, will be playing from behind. The starting lineup for the Steamers, leading off at shortstop Ryan Goff, Luke Myers batting second, Gabe Kirk, Macon Winslow, Tate Abbott, Drifton Paget, Tyler Overwaitis, Alden Cotto back in the lineup, Davis Halstead, and Nate Paulson. Cotto returning from a hand injury, got hit in the hand in the spring for Mount Olive. Has been kept out of the first 5 games of the season. Ty Garza has been manning the hot corner, and Cotto in his first game back. Leading off for the Steamers, the shortstop number 4, Ryan Goff. 18 at-bats in 5 games, 8 hits, 3 walks and hit batters. 444 average, leads the team. 524 OBP and 500 slugging. He has a double and 5 RBIs so far. But I think the stat that really stands out, I was talking with Goff the other day, again catching up with the Clams, check that out on YouTube as Goff swings at the first pitch from the righty Zach Capps. No strikeouts so far for Goff at the top of the lineup. And it's Capps set to deliver the 0-1 pitch, and it's outside, ball 1. Zach Capps, righty from Norfolk State University. In the spring, 14 appearances, 12 starts as Goff takes the third pitch low. 53 and a third innings pitched, 0-6 with a 7.59 ERA. 78 hits, 49 runs, and 45 earned runs. He had a strikeout in at least every appearance. 53. And the 2-1 is inside. The count goes to 3-1 to Goff. 3 balls, 1 strike to the Steamers shortstop. And the 3-1 is low, and Goff works a walk, which will bring up the second baseman, Luke Myers, with a runner on first. As the Steamers look to get a rally of their own here in the first inning, Luke Myers, 2 hits against Tarboro in Tuesday's 4-1 victory. Steamers now 2-0 against Tarboro this season. Myers a single. He scored in the first inning of that ball game and singled and was stranded, and he takes the first pitch low and away. Started the season down in the 10 hole. Coach Justin Hill, Coach Delton Stallings moving him up to the second spot. It's really been the approach for Myers. Working counts, a lot of 3-ball counts for the pitcher. Great eye at the dish. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Have that combination at the top. Goff, who hasn't struck out yet, and Myers working the counts, hopefully to set up really the heart of the order that's outside of Gabe Kirk, has struggled as the 1-1 is in there for a strike. Capps 53 strikeouts in the spring. As mentioned, 1 in every single start. And the 1-1 in and out of the glove of Jake Tone, and it's 2-2. 11 multi-strikeout games. He had 8 against LIU, Zach Capps. Teammates with Steamers right-hander, and man responsible for closing out the win on Tuesday, John Horton at Norfolk State. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Goff over at first, he walked. And Capps delivers, and it's low. Gets away from Tone, and Goff's gonna swipe second. Gonna be ruled as a wild pitch as that one hitting off of the pads of Tone, and now the Steamers down 2-0, have a runner in scoring position. Steamers a day off yesterday. Rain out for all games in the PCL. Steamers or Cantaloupes, Chowan County Cantaloupes. Myers called strike 3 on the outside corner. Did not like the call, tossed the bat back to the dugout. And there's one out for Gabe Kirk as Tone will go out to the mound and talk with Caps. And as mentioned, rain out yesterday. Steamers were set for their Chowan County Cantaloupes debut against the Outer Banks Scallywags. Again, the Chowan County Cantaloupes, the Steamers' alter ego every home Wednesday, benefiting the local Boys and Girls Club. Rain out yesterday. Game will be made up July 9th, sandwiched in between 2 more games against these Greenbrier Knights out of the All-Star break. And the first pitch to Kirk, a big cut and a miss. Gabe Kirk, 14 at-bats, 6 hits, 6 walks or hit batters, which leads the team. 429 average, second to only the man at second base, Ryan Goff, 600 OBP, 714 slugging, both of those lead the team. And the 0-1 is inside ball 1. One and one the count, 2-0 Knights lead. 2 runs in the first on an RBI ground out and error. The base is loaded. And the 1-1 pitch, low and inside, it's 2-1. Steamers 38 runs in 5 games, and that's still without some of the production from the former Steamers, or second-year Steamers, Davis Halstead and Nate Paulson still looking for their first hits of the year. 2-1, a big cut and a miss by Kirk over top of the breaking ball from Caps. And the count is 2-2 on deck. Macon Winslow. Steamers fortunate. Winslow tryout yesterday for the Angels. Wouldn't have been with the team. Said it went well. The 2-2. Line drive foul down the first base line, and it remains 2-2. The Duke commit in the fall, Winslow, trying out with the Angels yesterday, and will be draft combine coming up. Might miss a few games. Steamers hope to have him back through most of the season. 2-2, 1 out, Goff out at second base. He reached on a walk. And Caps delivers the 2-2. Kirk pops it up, third base side, and it'll go out of play. Fireworks tonight after the game again. Fireworks the opening night. Steamers won that game too. 5-game winning streak. Won 7 consecutive games dating back to last season. Streak started against these Greenbrier Knights in the PCL semifinal game. And the 2-2. High gets away from Tone, and Goff is going to advance to third. Second wild pitch of the inning. Goff advanced to second on 1 and now advances to third. Now just a ground ball should be able to score him. Gabe Kirk, who leads the team in RBIs with 9, a perfect man to do it. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a high fastball. High fastball from Caps, and Kirk goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the inning for Caps. As mentioned, a master at that, and now there's 2 outs with Macon Winslow. 312 average, 5 hits in 16 at-bats. A 368 OBP with a 375 slugging. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball lofted in there for a strike. Winslow, like Myers, also with a pair of hits, pair of infield singles against Tarboro. Also had an RBI, a sac fly. The 0-1, outside, 1-1. Sac fly won't do it here. Gotta get a hit. Or maybe if Caps uncorks a wild one again. Perhaps. Caps the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up. First base side, drifting over is Shadle, and it will go out of play. It's 1-2. Winslow a double, 2 RBIs. 1 of 3 stolen bases so far on the season. Winslow, Ryan Kay out of the lineup today, and Nate Paulson. The 1-2 from Caps. Line drive into right field, a base hits. And the Steamers get one back. A single by Winslow. Second straight game with an RBI. And he lines it into right field, making Winslow third RBI on the season, and it's now a 2-1 game. Inside out swing, took it to right field and over the second baseman, Zach Will. And that'll extend the inning for the first baseman, Tate Abbott. Well, the last home was thrived this season at home. The first pitch fouled away. Abbott had a double Tuesday night, 1 hit, 4 at-bats against Tarboro, a double late in the game. He was stranded out on the bases. But on Saturday night against Clayton in the big comeback, had a double, 2 RBIs. Ball gets down low from Tone, and another pass ball, and this one allows Winslow to go to second. Caps, despite the strikeouts and only the 1 hit, has uncorked 3 wild pitches. And now Abbott has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in a 2-1 game. Caps comes set. And he delivers the 1-1 pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Abbott so far on the season, 6 hits and 18 at-bats, .333 average, sits at 5th best on the team, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, a .444 slugging percentage. But he's behind in the count, 1-2. Caps. And one grounded to first. Shadle has it. He'll take it to the bag, and that'll do it for the first. Steamers get a run back on the Winslow RBI hit. We go to the second inning. The Knights lead the Steamers 2-1. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services.
This season
on Sunday,
will mark
July
our first
2nd, the
annual
Steamers will be
Jersey
wearing
fundraiser for
special
the
themed
organization.
patriotic
To
jerseys
coincide with
for
our
their
Chowan
game.
County
The jerseys
Cantaloupes
will be
moniker,
auctioned
we
off
will be
during
wearing
the game, and all the
special-themed
proceeds will go
jerseys
back
on
to the
all home
Albemarle
Wednesdays
Area
at
United
historic
Way.
Hicks Field.
If you would like to
At our
have
final
this
Wednesday on
one-of-a-kind
July
jersey,
19th,
be sure to
we will
be
be
here that
auctioning
night
off
and
the
support a good
Cantaloupes
cause.
jerseys.
A huge
All
thank you to
proceeds will go towards the
H2OBX
summer
Water Park
programs
for
that
making
benefit
this
the
night
kids
possible
of the
for
Boys
the
and Girls
Albemarle
Club of
Area
the
United
Albemarle.
Way.
We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
My name is Tyler Alvarez, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the second inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Knights in a 2-1 ball game, top of the second. This team scoring a combined 3 runs in the first, and Chris Morris's first delivery to the left fielder Luke O is in there for a strike. Luke O from Cayuga College, the sophomore. Another utility all-around player. He sends the 0-1 high in the air, first base side. Abbott over, and it'll get out of play. It's 0-2. Catcher, outfielder, and right-handed pitcher from Edmonston, New York. 5'10", 175. In the spring, 30 games played, 62 at-bats, batted .419 for Cayuga. He's down in the count 0-2 for Chris Morris. First start since a year ago against Virginia Beach when he struggled, giving up 5 runs.
as the 0-2 is low. Morris allowing only 4 runs in 13 appearances. 5 was the most he gave up all season. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the curveball. Oh, swings over top of it. And a quick first out for Morris. Huge after he gave up the pair of singles leading to the 2 runs in the first. And now the second baseman, Zach will come to the plate. Middle infielder from Fairleigh Dickinson University, Virginia Beach, and he takes the first pitch outside. 5'9", 172, infielder. And the 1-2 big cut and a miss at the breaking pitch. It's 1-1. Will in the spring, 16 games played, 7 starts, 171 average, 200 slugging, 231 OBP. And Morris working quickly here. The 1-1 pitch fouled straight back. As mentioned, Morris fastball, curveball, and changeup out there on the mound. Predominantly throws that fastball. Told me earlier at batting practice, sits around 75 on a good day. Hopefully the Steamers, it's a good day for them today. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball high, almost got him, and it's 2-2. I mentioned Morris last pitched second game of the season for the Steamers at home versus Tarboro, out of the bullpen. Zane Loveday starting that game, but Morris came in and shut the door. Will lines it in and out of the glove of Goff, and it'll go into center field. Sharply hit right at the Steamers shortstop, Ryan Goff. In and out of the glove. See what that's worth. It was sharply hit, and we're going to give the scorer, going to give a single here to Will. And 1 on, 1 out. Third hit of the game for the Greenbrier Knights, and now Nick Leghorn, the center fielder, stepping in. Third hit, but probably the hardest hit out of the 3. First 2 in the first inning were more dinkin' and dunkin' around the field. That one a line shot, and the 1-0 is low. It's quickly 2-0 to Cleghorn. Cleghorn from Chowan University, freshman outfielder from Suffolk, Virginia. 2-0. Big lead over there from Will, and Morris throws over. Steamers a quick 2-game homestand after the road visit to Tarboro. Road trip, 4-1 victory, moving the winning streak to 5. Back-to-back home games here tonight against Greenbrier. Line drive, caught, Myers to first, a double play. 4-3 double play on the line out, and Morris dances around the 1-out hit. We go to the bottom half of the second. Knights lead it 2-1. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15, or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
Hi, this is William Stewart, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on Steamers YouTube channel.
Thanks, Will. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, bottom half of the second inning. Edenton Steamers baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Every home game right here. Jacob Smedley, thank you for tuning in, and super honored to be the voice of the Steamers this season. Select few away games, too, outside of PCL play. And to lead off the bottom half of the second in a 2-1 Knights lead, 6, 7, 8 for the Steamers. Drifton, Paget, Tyler Overitis, and Alton Cottle. And the first pitch from Zach Capps in his second inning of work is high, ball one. Drifton, Paget, really a family affair Tuesday night in Tarboro. His brother Chandler dominant on the mound in his second start of the season. That one out off, and catcher interference, it looks like, is the call. Confusion on the field. Looks like Tone reaching his glove out to try and get it, and rarely see that in today's game. A catcher's interference on Jake Tone as home plate umpire Nick Brummer is going to go out and talk with Capps, give him the ball back, but 1-0 catcher's interference allows Paget to reach. Going back to Paget, Chandler, 7 innings, 11 Ks, as we're checking in on the health of Jake Tone. A few warm-up pitches out on the mound. But Paget, 7 innings, 11 Ks. Only gave up 3 hits, 1 walk. Dominant on the mound. He's only given up 1 run in now 12 innings. Proving to cement himself as at least the Steamers' ace through the first 2 games. Then his brother Drifton at the plate. An infield single he scored as Tyler Overitis, the batter, swings through it. And then the Steamers' second home run of the season for reinforcements in the 7th. That made it a 4-0 game as the Steamers went on to win 4-1. Swing and a miss by Overitis. It's 0-2. Overitis so far in the season, 2 hits and 13 at-bats, a 154 average, 389 OBP, and a 154 slugging. He's in an extra hitter for the second consecutive game, and the 0-2 is fouled off. As mentioned early on, one of 3 catchers the Steamers have. Overitis, Giomar Santana, who only caught really essentially 3 innings on Saturday against the Clovers with Cody Ives on the mound, and making Winslow's behind the dish tonight. And the 0-2 pitch is high. Tone have a check. No swing. And it's 1-2. All right, so you got the combination of West Virginia State University Yellow Jackets here in the lineup. Off and running goes Paget, a hit and run, and Overitis fouls it off. You got Overitis here 7th. Paulson batting 10th. K not in the lineup tonight. A few Ks later in the game against the River Bandits. And 4th one still on the way. Expected to be in about a week or so. Turning for his 3rd year, Tyrus Baumgartner. Right-handed reliever. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Capps delivers, and it's high and away, 2-2. Two to 1 ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 runs in the top half of the first on an RBI ground out with an error for the Knights, and then the Steamers getting 1 back on the RBI hit by Winslow. Paget goes again, swing and a miss by Overitis, and Paget swipes second. 3rd strikeout for the Steamers as Overitis goes down on really a half swing, and Drifton Paget going on the hit and run, swipes second, and now batting for the first time this season, and the first time since May 30th, the 3rd baseman Alton Cottle returns his first game again since May 30th against North Greenville for the Spartans. Has an opportunity to drive in a run here. Grounds the first one to short. Fielded cleanly the throw to first by Cundiff. And there's 2 away. And 1 pitch. And an out there from Cottle in his first at-bat back.
And now his teammate from Mount Olive batting back-to-back here in the order. Davis Halstead, the right fielder, mentioned his struggles early. Both him and the guy on deck, Nate Paulson, the Gizaki Award winner for 2022. Both guys combining for 15 at-bats so far without a base knock and 5 walks and hit batter. A big spot here for Halstead to break out of it. And he cuts through and misses the first pitch from Caps. Halstead in the spring, 26 games for Mount Olive. 279 average. And the 0-1 is low. Halstead struggled in the spring as well. Coming off of the bench, though, and limited at bats, but still did not record a hit in his first 8 games of the season. So, a slow starter. Chalk it up to that. It will be a huge addition to this Steamers lineup so far. And the 1-1 grounded to third. 2 hops up for Mason. Throws over to first. And Shado makes the catch to end the inning. The Steamers strand a runner after the walk to Paget. We go to the top half of the third. The Knights lead the Steamers 2-1. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the third. Bay announcer Tommy just announcing a few Steamers alumni here in the ballpark. Most notably, All-American in college baseball, former Steamer Tanner Thatch. A huge cog in the 2022 Steamers PCL Championship. And he won an All-American prestigious honor at UNC Wilmington. Seahawks falling a few days ago in the Super Regional action, and the 1-0 is fouled off by the shortstop Colt Cundiff. Thatch pitched in the championship game against Tarboro. First base, left-handed pitcher. The 1-1 inside off the corner of fastball. It's 2-1. And a phenomenal year for UNC Wilmington. 1-2, fouled off, and it's 2-2 to Cundiff. Colt Cundiff from Methodist University played on the development roster for the team in the spring. And Morris delivers the 2-2, and it hits him in the head. Hits him in the helmet, and Cundiff will go to first base. A breaking ball that didn't break at all. And for the third straight inning, the Knights have at least one base runner on. Scored 2 in the first to 2 hits. 1 from the man coming up to the plate, Scott McDonough. And then scoring on the RBI groundout in the second. A single and then a line drive double play. Morris could use another one here, and the first pitch to McDonough is inside, ball one. And the 1-0 pitch, big cut and a miss by McDonough. It's 1-1. Scott McDonough, University of Arkansas, Little Rock. Previously played with Florence Darlington Tech, played with Steamer over at first base, Tate Abbott. Or Abbott going to Catawba. And as mentioned, McDonough going to Little Rock. 1-2 count now to McDonough. First baseman pitcher. Pitched in 8 appearances. 10 2/3 for this in the spring. Morris looking to retire him here. The 1-2 is a breaking ball inside. Just hasn't had that feel to the breaking pitch. Hit Cundiff on the last batter. Just hasn't gone down throughout the zone and really hung. Hit a few guys, walked a few guys. The 2-2. Line drive to second. Myers plays it on a hop. Beautiful play. Goff to first, a double play. All started by the brilliant play by Luke Myers to let it drop. And second straight inning with a double play, and now there's 2 outs for Brody Miller, the right fielder. Absolutely beautiful play by Myers. Line drive right to him. Took it on a hop. Smart choice. And he was able to get 2 out of it. And the first pitch to Miller, swing and a miss. Miller singling in the first. Scored on the error by Abbott. McDonough scoring on the ground out itself, and Miller dashing home after Abbott couldn't corral it, and it's quickly 0-2 on the fastball on the outer half. Morris delivering the 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out with the fastball. After another double play, Morris gets out of the third, and we go to the bottom half of the third. The Knights lead the Steamers 2-1. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting 2 youth baseball camps this summer. This year's camp dates are June 14th through the 16th and July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hi, my name is Ben Bausis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field at the corner of Winard and East Freemason here in Edenton, North Carolina. The Steamers' 4th home game of the season against the Greenbrier Knights. 10-1-2 due up in the 3rd. And Nate Paulson, Ryan Goff, and Luke Myers against Zach Capps in his 3rd inning of work. Nate Paulson, as mentioned, with Halstead, still looking for that first hit of the season. He's walked 4 times. And looking to get something started here in the 3rd after 2 straight shutout innings for Morris on the mound. And Paulson takes the first pitch for a ball high. Again, 3-0 so far at home with victories over Tarboro, Clayton, and High Point. Soft grounded to 3rd. 2 hops taken. Throw to first. Dug out by Scheidel. And there's 1 away on the nice play at 3rd by Trevor Mason. And 2 pitches, 1 out. And now Ryan Goff standing in. Goff runs machine. Walked in the first, came around to score. He advanced to second on a wild pitch, third to a wild pitch, and then scoring on a single by Winslow. Goff sharply hit to second. Ground ball to Will, who throws out Goff, and just like that, 2 away here in the second. Second time through the lineup. Now what the scouting report is now for the Steamers, Goff swinging at the first pitch he sees. Now a guy that's rarely swung at the first pitch he sees, Luke Myers. He's worked 9, 10 pitch at-bats this season. And the first pitch from Caps to him is inside, ball 1. Joking around with him. He was clam-tastic player of the game the other night. Walked against Clayton in that 8th inning. Mighty Mouse, the nickname. Doesn't like it, though. Mrs. Cutler. Brantley Cutler, former Steamer, teammates with him at University of Maryland Eastern Shore. And the 2-0 pitch. High, ball 3. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, and a fastball in there to Myers. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Greenbrier leading the Steamers 2-1, and the 3-1 is fouled off, and the count is full. Really, where Myers has excelled this season. 3-2 counts. As mentioned, had that walk against Clayton that ignited that inning, tied the game at the time. And the 3-2 is outside, ball 4. Myers checking this time. He worked a 3-2 count in the first, tossed the bat, but was rung up by home plate umpire Nick Brummer. This time he's going to reach with a 2-out walk, and now Gabe Kirk. Don't know if he's called this before, but Captain Kirk. I think that's a nickname that could get around the clubhouse, perhaps, locker room. And sure, he is captaining the offense, especially in the middle of this order. Off and running is Myers. Tone, the throw to second. Throw is low and into center field. Myers is going to head to third. Throw from Cleghorn is in at 1 bounce, and Myers is in there. The Steamers running wild here in the first. Here in the third, rather. A few stolen bases, a few hit and runs. Myers now over at third base, getting aggressive with the number 3 hitter Kirk in there. An error charged to Tone on the wild throw. And the 1-0 pitch to Kirk is skied. High in the air in the infield. Mason underneath of it. He's calling and he'll make. He drops the ball. Mason drops the ball and the Steamers will score a run. He took his eyes off of it. Myers scores and the Steamers have tied the ball game. Don't know what happened, if he lost it in the lights that are starting to fully come on here at historic Hicks Field. The second straight error for the Knights allows the Steamers to tie the game up at 2. As routine as they come over at third base for Mason, Trevor Mason just took his eyes off of it. And now Macon Winslow, who drove in the Steamers' first run in the first. And he swings at the first pitch, grounds it to short. 2 hops, throw to first from Cundiff, and that'll end the bottom of the third. But the Steamers get a gift. Score on the drop pop up at third and tie the ball game at 2. We go to the top half of the fourth. The Steamers 2 and the Knights 2. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting 2 youth baseball camps this summer. This year's camp dates are June 14th through the 16th and July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. You're home for every Steamers home game this season. Right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page, we go to the top half of the fourth inning. That Steamers run in the bottom half of the third was brought to you by Feral Gas, easy propane service. 2-2 ball game. The Steamers score on a gift. A 2-out dropped pop-up on the infield by third baseman Trevor Mason that allowed Myers to score. Kirk put himself at second base but was stranded out there, and now the slate is even again. 3, 4, 5. Shadle, Tone, and McLeod, the heart of the order, stepping up against Chris Morris. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Morris settling in after giving up 2 in the first. A pair of double plays in each the second and the third. Big cut and a miss by Shadle, aiding Morris. As mentioned, only one start last year, and it just so happened to be his worst outing of the year in his second year with the Steamers. One of 3 Steamers from right here in Edenton, along with right fielder for tonight's game, Davis Halstead, and first base pitcher, Hank Downham. The 1-2, grounded softly foul to third, and it's 1-2. 2-2 ball game here in the fourth. And the other PCL game going on tonight, the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. For originally supposed to play Tarboro last night, like the Steamers ball game was postponed due to rain. Virginia Beach is in Outer Banks for the Scallywags, looking for their first win of the year, and a line drive up the middle, a base hit for Shadle. And the first baseman, Kenny Shadle, for the 4th consecutive inning, puts a runner on for the Knights, as now the catcher, Jake Tone, coming up. Now 4 hits for the Knights, the line for both sides, the line for Greenbrier, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and for the Steamers, 2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error, and the first pitch to Tone is fouled back. Jake Tone, Old Dominion University, Chesapeake, Virginia native, played in 10 games, 1 start, 5 at-bats, a .200 average, 4 walks, a hit. Shadle over at first, and the 0-1 is outside, ball 1. Tone a rough bottom of the first, wild throw, and then essentially allowed Myers to get to third, and then scored on the error at third base, and the 1-1 is outside. See if Morris, for the 3rd straight inning, can roll a double play. He had a line-out double play in the second, and then a ground ball double play on a smart play by Myers as the 2-1 is bounced, and it's now 3-1. Steamers starters, really other than Chandler Padgett, have struggled with the walks. So far on the year, 22 walks. 5 by the starter Loveday against Tarboro, and then 5 by Ives. That one gets by Wilson. He doesn't see it. Big turn out at second is Shadle. A walk to Tone, and now runners on first and second for the first time since the 2-run first inning for the Knights. Sharp single to first, a walk to Tone, and now Corbin McLeod standing in. One of 3 Greenbrier Knights that was a 2022 PCL All-Star last season. The only one that is returning for Greenbrier, pitcher Jacob Regini with the Redbirds, and a foul ball there. And Ryland Brown, outfielder made it for the Suffolk Voyagers. The 0-1 pitch, inside, ball one. McLeod from Longwood University, the sophomore. 22 games played, 11 games started. 162 average. Excuse me. And the 1-1 fly to right. Halstead coming in, and he'll make the catch. Quick throw in there, and no runners advance. The range out and right by Halstead. And a huge first out for Morris, as now the third baseman, Trevor Mason. And talk about a redemption opportunity here for Mason. Bottom of the third, with a runner at third and 2 outs, dropping the routine pop-up. Now an opportunity to get the run back and then some, perhaps. With runners on first and second, 1 out against Morris. In a 2-2 ball game here in the fourth, and the first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Blew the fastball right by him. Mason again from Hampton-Sydney College. The do-it-all third baseman, utility pitcher, and the 0-1 is fouled back. It's 0-2. I think 4 games played, 2 at-bats, a run. Didn't get a hit, but reached on a walk against Millsaps College. He's up here in an 0-2 count, and the 0-2 fouled off. 2022 graduate of Isle of Wight Academy, Virginia Independent School Athletic Association Division II first team All-State as a senior. And the 0-2, low and away. Good stop by Winslow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scheidel over at second. He singled to lead off the inning. Tone at first, he walked. And the 1-2. Line drive into center field, a base hit. Shadow's getting the wave on. He's coming home. The throw is cut off, and the Knights have retaken the lead. It's now 3-2. RBI knocked by Mason, who redeems himself and puts Greenbrier up 3-2. Stayed right on that breaking pitch and lined it over the outstretched arm of Myers. And it's now 3-2. Greenbrier still with runners on first and second and 1 out. And Luke O, the left fielder, stepping in. And the first pitch, big cut and a miss by O. It's 0-1. Some action in the Steamers bullpen. Looks like Ruben Caston warming up. And the 0-1. Outside, gets by Winslow. He can't find it, and both runners are going to advance. Second time in the inning. A wild pitch. 1-1, 1 out. Runners now at second and third. The 1-1 pitch to O, swung on and fouled off. It's now 1-2. Greenbrier responding to the gift run in the bottom of the third with a run and possibly more here in the fourth. The 1-2 to O almost hit him. Shrunk his shoulders up, almost looked like he did for a second get hit. Now it's 2-2 with Willets on deck. And the 2-2 pitch for Morris. Just missed on the inside half. Winslow held it there. And Morris, he does have a free base at first, but in danger of loading him up with 1 out. That breaking ball for Morris just hasn't connected. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4, and the bases are now loaded as Winslow will go out and talk to Morris. is looking to avoid a big inning, and now Zach will come up. And left-hander looks to be Zane Loveday warming in the Steamers bullpen. Apologies. 3 lefties for the Steamers. Costin, Loveday, and Dilda. And the first pitch to Will. Line drive to center. Paget drifting back. He's going to make the catch, tagging from third and from second, and coming in to score for the second run of the inning is Tone, and it's now 4-2 Greenbrier. A sacrifice fly by Will. Advancing to third is Mason. And now 2 runs in the fourth, matching the 2 in the first. And Greenbrier doubling up the Steamers. It's now 4-2. Still the inning not over. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Nick Cleghorn. And the first pitch from Morris just missed outside, low and away. The struggle is continuing for Morris as a starter. Now 8 earned runs in the last 2 games as a starter for the Steamers. Is that one inside? It's 2-0. Another one almost hit him. But out of the pen, he's only allowed 3 earned runs through last season, through the first appearance this season. And the 2-0 is fouled off. Just polar opposites. Got to be the mindset. Again, used to being a reliever, then placing him in the whole preparation. Reliever, you have the warm-up time out there. As a starter, though, plopped right in there to start the game. And especially as a reliever, you got team doesn't know what you throw. Out of the pen, and once you got time to figure him out. The 1-2-0. 2-1 is inside, and it's 3-1 to Cleghorn with Cundiff on deck as Loveday continues to warm. Loveday started the game on Friday against Tarboro. Morris came in to relieve him. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. He walked him, and the bases are loaded again. And now Cundiff up. Coach Justin Hill puts down the clipboard, and that looks to be it for Morris. He's trotting out to the mound. No signal yet made to the pen. And you have to wonder what's going through Coach Justin Hill's mind now in a 4-2 game. The bases loaded, 2 outs. Doesn't want this game to get away from him. Steamers have already come back from 1 game in the season. They were down by 4 runs against the Clovers twice. 4-0, 5-1. Came back to win that game in the 8th. And it looks like it was just a mound visit. Unlike the majors, unlimited mound visits for Coach Hill. As he signals out to the bullpen. Probably just to be ready. The left-handed hitting Miller due up in 2 batters. But hoping that his righty, the starter, Chris Morris, can get out of it. 2 outs. Bases loaded, and the number 10 man, Colt Cundiff, steps in. And the first pitch. Low, ball 1. The walks, again, for Steamers starters. Morris has walked 3. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Walks have continued to be an issue. 22, 25 including tonight. And the 1-1 is inside, 2-1. A lot of hard contact, though, tonight as well. From the heart of this night's lineup. The 2-1 is lined up the middle, and that'll be into center field, a base hit. Myers can't get it. Mason is in. Coming right behind him is Will. 2-run score, and it's now 6-2 Greenbrier. The hits just keep on coming. And Greenbrier now leads it 6-2. And Hill will come out to the mound, and that is it. Looks like for Morris. Signal hasn't been made yet. And that is it for Morris. Pitching change for the Steamers. 6-2, Greenbrier lead. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A nightmarish fourth inning for the Steamers. Now a 6-2 ball game and a new pitcher on the mound for the Clams, left-hander Zane Loveday, as Chris Morris exits a line of 3 2/3, 5 earned runs, 6 runs total, 1 scoring on an error. Another nightmarish start for Morris, but in relief is Zane Loveday, who started on Friday night against the River Bandits. 1 game, 1 start, 3 1/3 on the mound, a 5.40 ERA, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, 4 hits, and 3 Ks. For the Knights tonight, it's been singles, some walks. Really worked up the middle against Morris, a bunch of singles to center field. And just hit around the Steamers' right-hander, Chris Morris. And now Loveday, damage control. Still plenty of time in this game as long as he can keep it at 6-2. But we'll now deal with the top of the lineup and the dangerous Scott McDonough, the designated hitter, who's reached on a single. He scored in the first. But Loveday, really the biggest thing, the key for him, keeping it in the strike zone. As mentioned, walked 5. One of 2 Steamers to walk 5 in their first start of the season. 2 on, 2 outs. Already 4 across here in the 4th. And the first pitch from Loveday is low, ball 1 to McDonough, who with 1 swing of the bat can extend this lead even further. Steamers hoping to just keep it at 4. And the 1-0. High, it's 2-0. Close, but no cigar. And it's 2-0 to McDonough. 6-2 game. 4 runs already across, and 2 still out on the pond for the Knights. The 2-0 swing, and I miss a big cut. McDonough eyeing that McDonald's sign out in left field. Sound feet and shoes as well with that swing. Two-one. Big cut and a miss again. It's 2-2. Loveday, the 6'6" lefty from Fairmount State, struggling in the spring. He had a strikeout in every appearance in the spring. Also walks has been his kryptonite. The 2-2, big cut and a miss. He struck him out and gets out of the jam. But not before 4 runs come across. The Knights chase Morris from the game, and they lead it heading to the bottom of the 4th, 6-2.
The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility.
On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Is your kid a fan of the Clan? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Overitis drew up third here in the bottom of the 4th inning in a 6-2 Greenbrier lead. Steamers have faced this before, however, as it's 5-6-7, Abbott, Paget, and Overitis drew up. Steamers were down 4 Saturday night against Clayton. Came all the way back, scoring 8 runs in the 8th inning, doubled them up to win the game 12-6. But they got some work to do against Zach Capps. And the first pitch to Abbott, big cut and a miss, it's 0-1. 2 runs for the Steamers on 1 hit. It was the RBI hit by Macon Winslow in the first. And the 0-2 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Abbott a half swing. Hicking himself with that one. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. You're home for every Steamers home game. A few select away games, non-PCO games, will be right here on YouTube as well. Harry Wampus Cats. Wake Forest Fungo again. 0-2 is high. 1-2. Jacob Smedley here with you. Honored to be the voice of the Steamers here for the 2023 season and for the 2022 PCL champs. And the 1-2 pitch from Capps is high, and after 2 strikes, it's now 2-2 to Tate Abbott. Struck out his first time, 6 hits, now 19 at-bats. And the 2-2 pitch, high and inside, and now Capps in danger of walking him. Would be the second walk to start off an inning. He walked Goff, who came around to score, and he walked Myers, who came around to score in the third. And the 3-2 pitch, Abbott fouls straight back. Tate Abbott, one of 6 returners. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Lined into left field, coming in, misreading it in left, and it gets down past O. Abbott will go into second. O misplayed it. And Abbott reaches second, another misplay in the field by the Knights. And the Steamers have a leadoff base runner. They're going to give Abbott a hit there. Lights, it's getting dark out. Luke O ranging over to his rights, in and out of the glove. Another one tonight for the Knights. They've been strong at the plate, but in the field, it's been a mess. And the first pitch to Paget, low and away. And Paget 2 hits Tuesday night, including a home run. He walked his first time, was stranded at second. And the wild throw to second that allowed Myers to advance to third, scored on the drop pop-up. The dropped pop-up by the third baseman Mason, and now a misplay in left field by O. Didn't know if he lost it in the lights. It looks like a bad route to it. Could not come up with it. And now the Steamers trying to get a run back here in the 4th. 2-0 to Paget, and the 2-0 is on the outside corner for a strike. Paget 357 average, 438 OBP, and a 648 slugging, fourth on the team in average. Third in OBP and second in slugging behind Kirk. The 2-1. Outside, good eye by Paget, and it's 3-1. Man, you heard in the break, Tyler Overitis on deck. Steamers looking to chip away here. 4 spot in the fourth by the Knights, who now lead at 6-2. 3-1. Low, ball 4. Paget's walked for the second time. And now 2 on, nobody out for Tyler Overitis. And talk about a moment to try and get a guy going. Overitis, 2 hits, now in 14 at-bats. And the head coach for the Knights, Chuck Slaughter, will head out to the mound. No one warming up in the pen. Most likely just a talk here to Caps, who allowing 2 base runners for the first time tonight. The first for the Steamers, a walk to Goff, pass ball. Went to second on another pass ball, scored on a single. And then in the third, again, those errors leading to the runs. 2 pass balls in the first. Goff came around to score on the single. And then in the third, a throw into center field, allowing Myers to go all the way around. And then a 2-out dropped pop-up that allowed a run to score. Talking 2 over. Slaughter, native and resident of Chesapeake, Virginia, 32nd season coaching in Greenbrier with the Knights organization, and the 12th season as the head coach. Impressive tenure. In the other dugout, Justin Hill in his 2nd season with the Clams, to Marshall McDonald, a few years here in Edenton. The 0-1 pitch to Overitis. Fly ball popped up foul and out of play. Two on. Nobody out. Steamers looking to get at least 1 back here in the inning. The 0-2. Overitis, a fly ball. First base side coming over, and that'll get down. Foul out of play. Good hustling right there by Miller, coming all the way over from really straight up right field. Shadle went out as well, and the count remains 0-2 to Overitis. Catcher from West Virginia State, yet led the Yellow Jackets in many offensive categories, but has yet to get going for the Steamers. The 0-2. Fouled straight back in on his hands with a breaking pitch. It remains 0-2. Sent a deep fly the other night against Clayton. Almost got out to the warning track. Has the pop. 6 home runs in the spring, 37 runs batted in. The 0-2. Low. Gets by Tone. Another pass ball, and both runners will advance. Both teams struggling with the pass ball. Another one for the Knights. Tone and Winslow having a rough time corralling the balls in the dirt, and now a single should get 2 back. The 1-2 pitch. High and away. 2-2 the counts. Abbott came back from down 0-2 to work a walk. Can Overitis do a bit more here? The 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Another foul ball. The 3rd one of the at-bat. On deck is Alden Cottle. He grounded out his first time. And Cottle, his first game back was a 2022 All-Star. But Overitis up now. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. The 2-2 from Caps. High, and the count is now full. Both pitchers have struggled with walks. John McCarthy sprinting out to the bullpen. 3-2 counts. Over Ryder's lines, one foul. Hard hit, but foul, and the count remains 4. Right-hander John McCarthy for the night sprinted out to the bullpen. Wonder if Coach Slaughter for the Knights, the Steamers, can get a few runs across, employs to get the bullpen active. Full count, pitch again. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And Overriders chases the high fastball, and there's one away here in the 4th. A big strikeout for Caps. And now Alden Cottle stepping in. Alden Cottle, second and third, a big spot, an RBI spot. The first pitch to him is high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Runners at second and third. Caps delivers. Low and away, ball 2. Abbott at third, he walked. Abbott at third, excuse me. He reached on the ball, dropped and left. Paget at second, he walked. 2-0 pitch to Cottle. In there for a strike. It's 2-1. As mentioned earlier, 2022 PCL All-Star for Cottle last season. 283 average, 32 hits, 26 singles, and the 2-1 fly ball out of play. The count goes to 2-2. 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, 20 runs. And, you can also consider him a two-way player. Got in 2 games, pitched 3 innings. Didn't allow 10 runs, but that'll work aside. And the 2-2 pitch to Cottle. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Caps playing the Houdini act here in the 4th. 2 outs. Both of them coming with runners at second and third. And another golden opportunity for Davis Halstead to get his first hit of the season. 2 runners in scoring position. Back-to-back Ks for Caps after back-to-back runners reached. And the first pitch to Halstead's a breaking ball that floats in there. Davis Halstead last season coming in for Paulson late in the year after an injury. And he takes the 0-1 low and was vital to the Steamers' 2022 championship. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Caps on the tightrope. Abbott reaching on the fly ball to left. Paget reaching on a walk, and now back-to-back strikeouts. Halstead looking to come up big. The 2-1. High, ball 3. It's 3-1. With the Giesecke 2022 Giesecke Award winner Nate Paulson on deck. Three balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Inside, ball 4, when the bases are now loaded. And what a spot for arguably, you could say, outside of Chase Bruno, the Steamers' best player last season, one of their best, Nate Paulson, who, like Cottle, coming back from an injury. He's played every game. Well, he's been available to play every game, rather. He's played 3 so far. A big cut and a miss at the first pitch from Caps. It's 0-1. Still looking for that first hit. He's walked 4 times. 10 home runs in the spring with the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State. The 0-1 pitch is high. Paulson, 2022 PCL All-Star. One of 14 Steamers to receive the honor. Big spot here. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Top of the order, and Ryan Goff stands on deck if Paulson can keep the line moving. And in that situation would at least plate a run. The 2-1 pitch. Checked his swing, and home plate umpire Nick Brummer says he went, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded in the 4th, and Caps delivers outside, and the count runs full. Runners will be off. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, and a 6-2 Knights lead. Caps gets the sign. Both runners going. Inside. Corner called. Strike 3. And Paulson struck out by Caps, who walks a tightrope and retires the Steamers. We go to the 5th. The Knights lead the Steamers 6-2. The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds... Thank you, Zane. He's back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work, first full inning. After he got the strikeout of McDonough in the top of the 4th to end the threat. 2-3-4, Miller, Shadle, and Tone. Miller's gonna bunt one down. Loveday off the mound, he can't field it. And Miller reaches. And for the 5th consecutive inning, the Knights will have at least 1 base runner on. Perfectly placed bunt. Loveday, who comes off the mound to the 3rd base side. The 6'6" Loveday couldn't barehand it and throw it. And now Kenny Shadle, who singled in the 4th, started the 4-run inning. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. Going back to the bottom of the 4th, Steamers leaving 3 on, but had 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. And back-to-back strikeouts. Just really a ball in play would have got the run in. The 0-1 missed somewhere. Looked like a strike, but home plate umpire Nick Brummer calls it a ball, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball over to first. Abbott drifting over into foul territory. Abbott underneath of it, and he'll make the catch for 1 out. Big out there of Shadle, and now the left-handed hitting Jake Tone will come up. Tone walked, scored in the 4th. Also grounded, has a few RBIs. 1 on, 1 out here in the 5th. Time called. Loveday, a freshman from Fairmount State. And he throws over. Really no play for Miller over there, just scampers back. That play for Abbott there dropped a ball very similar to that. The game against Tarboro, drifting to his right. And the first pitch to Tone is high, ball 1. He's able to secure that for the big first out. Steamers looking to get right back at it here. They have some work to do offensively. Down 6-2. 1-0 high inside, and Loveday hurls 2 pitches high. It's 2-0 to the lefty Tone with Corbin McLeod on deck. 2-0. Bat shatters. Fair ball down the right field line. Around second, heading to third is Miller. Into second goes Tone. And a hand raise from Halstead. And Tone at second with a double and 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out the bat. Second time a bat has been shattered from the Knights. Abbott tried to dive after it. Could not come up with it. And just like that, the Knights, 2 runners in scoring position, right where the Steamers had them in the bottom of the 4th. 6-2. And the pitch, big cut and a miss there from McLeod. It's 0-1. Miller over at third, an infield bunt single. Tone at second. Just doubled. And the 0-1 pitch, high, 1-1. 6-2 ball game. One. Grounded foul, and it's 1-2. A strikeout would be huge here for Loveday, who struck out 3 in his first appearance against the Tarboro River Bandits. 1-2 the count. Loveday delivers, and foul ball from McLeod. McLeod, Longwood University. Favorite player, athlete, J.T. Realmuto. Surfing, fishing. Father played baseball at Norfolk State. Mother played softball with the Spartans, but McLeod opting to go with Longwood. But baseball running in the family. The 3rd longest reach base streak with Longwood with 12. Count is now 4. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a fly ball to left. Drifting back is Paulson. He looks up and that ball is gone. A 3-run home run by Corbin McLeod. And the Knights, offensive explosion in their 2nd game of the season. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Greenbrier leads it here in the 5th. 3-run home run, the first home run allowed by Steamers pitching. And 7 runs in 2 innings for Greenbrier. 9-2 the score. Off of the scoreboard and left. And now Trevor Mason standing in. He takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Bunt single, a double down the line, and then McLeod with a 3-run home run. And the 0-1 is on the outside corner, 0-2. 7-run lead for the Knights, and unlike the Steamers, converting with runners in scoring position, and the 0-2 pitch is low to Mason. Steamers strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, and the Knights, the very next half inning with runners in the same position, take advantage with a 3-run bomb from McLeod, and the 1-2 inside, it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mason, who had that error back in the 3rd, redeemed himself in the 4th with an RBI knock at the time, gave the Knights a 3-2 lead. Now up with 1 away, and the 2-2 is low, and the count is full, 3-2. It's like Loveday's inning to continue. No one warming up for the Clams. Three earned runs allowed. The pitch low. Count remains full. I'd have forgot what the count was. Thought it was 3-2. Ball low. 3-2. Line drive up the middle, and Myers isn't going to get it. Mason's going to get another hit. Wide turnaround first, and regardless of the count, Mason will reach anyways. fourth consecutive hit, or second consecutive hit. Miller the single, Shadle the outs. Third consecutive hit for the Knights. They now have 10 in 4 and the third against Loveday, against Morris and now Loveday. Pitch outside, ball 1. Steamers only given up 3 runs out of the bullpen in total in the first 5 games. 3 runs here tonight and counting for the Knights. And the 1-0 limping around is looked like it might have hit him. Looked to the home plate umpire, Nick Brummer, and probably just shook him off. 2-0 now the count with Mason over at first. And a high fly out. Knights tripling their run total from the first game of the year against the Tri-City Chili Peppers. In that game, 3 hits, 1 by Cundiff and 2 by McDonough, who was at first base. Tonight, it's been everyone for Greenbrier. 9-2 game here in the top of the 5th. 7 runs in the last inning and a third. 2-1. Waking ball in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Offensive explosion. Steamers really haven't seen from an opponent so far. Big cut and a miss from O, and he's down swinging on a nasty breaking pitch from Loveday. There's 2 away, and Mason still at first. And Zach will come up. First time an opponent has scored over 6 runs against the Steamers this season. 9 and counting for the Knights here in the 5th. And Loveday's first pitch low. Winslow. It's been a rough day at the office behind the dish. A lot of pass balls. A lot that he's had to try and keep in front of him, but from both Morris and Loveday. The 1-0 high. It's 2-0. Steamers go back again. At the bottom of the 4th, base is loaded. Despite the 38 runs so far in 5 games, runners in scoring position has been a problem. And here, just momentum shifting even more towards the Knights side as the ball low goes to 3-0 to Will. And Greenbrier taking advantage. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch, inside ball 4. Will walks on 4 pitches, and now runners on first and second for Nick Cleghorn, the center fielder. Looks like right-hander John Horton warming up in the Steamers bullpen. Closed out the game Tuesday against Tarboro. Loveday looking to keep the lead at 7. First pitch gets by Winslow. Throw to third. In there sliding is Mason, and both runners advance. Another ball that gets by Winslow. As mentioned earlier, both teams have struggled with pass balls. It's hurt the Steamers more. 2 more runners in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch to Cleghorn. Big cut and a miss. It's 1-1. Nine to 2 ball game. 3 runs and counting here in the 5th. 1-1 is fouled off. And Loveday a strike away from getting out of another rough inning on the mound for Steamers pitching. Morris went the first 3 1/3, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned. Loveday has come in, hasn't been much better. He's given up 3. 1-2 pitches in there for a called strike 3. Loveday gets out of it, but 3 more runs come across. A 3-run homer from the 2022 All-Star McLeod. And the visiting Knights up 9-2 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. An offensive explosion on the wrong side of things. The Steamers 9-2 Greenbrier lead. A new pitcher for the Knights, right-hander Anthony Roscoe, another Old Dominion player, the 3rd one for the Knights. Right-hander in there will face the top of the Steamers lineup, the right-hander from Chesapeake, Virginia. Did not pitch in 2023 for Old Dominion. Likes to eat ramen and meditate pregame. Sounds like a good routine for Roscoe. Los Angeles Angels. Favorite athlete Mike Tyson. As he's in there against Ryan Goff, check swing, he went around, and it's 0-1. 7 runs in the last 2 innings for the Knights. It's a 2-2 game heading to the top of the 4th as Goff a big cut and a miss. Exploding for 4 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th to make it a 9-2 game. Steamers have 5 innings to make up 7 runs, and the 0-2 fouled off. Came back from 4. But 7, a whole new ball game. Zach Capps exits 4 innings. Allowed 2 runs to score. The 0-2 just missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 from Roscoe. Goff pop up, foul and out of play. Line for both teams so far through about 4.5. 9 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for the visiting Greenbrier Knights. For the Steamers, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. And the 1-2 pitch from Goff inside, and it hit him. And Goff, for the 2nd time tonight, has reached without getting a base hit. And now Luke Myers will stand in. Myers walked. He scored in the 3rd on the dropped pop-up from Trevor Mason. Steamers, anything's possible here. Just got to chip away. The 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th here. Got 7 runs to make up. The first pitch to Myers is high, ball 1. And the 1-0 fouled off. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Steamers. Second baseman Luke Myers. Goff over at first. And And a throw over Goff's back. Steamers have been active on the bases tonight. Myers and Goff, both Goff advancing to third. 2 pass balls he scored in the first inning. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1 and 2. And then Myers, when he was on in the third, getting to third on a wild throw to center field. Steamers middle infield looking to get something started here in the 5th, and Roscoe calls time, and he's going to call out Tone to the mound. And going back to Caps, he allowed a few runs, but other than that, dominant on the mound, got big strikeouts, worked the tightrope in the 4th with the bases loaded. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with no one out. He got 2 big strikeouts, and then after a walk, got out of the jam. Really, you could say single-handedly swung the momentum. And the 1-2 fouled off. Run in the first, as mentioned, the 2 runs scored on errors, plays that definitely weren't on the starter, Zach Caps. 1-2. Curveball missed. Just missed. High, maybe outside. And the count goes to 2-2. 2-2, no one out, bottom of the 5th. Myers shoots another one foul, another breaking ball from Roscoe. Favorite team, Los Angeles Angels. A fan of Trout, Ohtani out there in Los Angeles. The 2-2 is fouled off again by Myers. Well, fist to the chest there, missed it on the outside half. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Goff over at first, he got hit to lead off the inning. The 2-2 slapped foul again by Myers, continuing to work the counts. Update from out at Outer Banks. The Scallywags leading the Sea Dogs 7-1. Outer Banks searching for their first win in their first 5 games. 0-3, including a loss to these Steamers. The 2-2, another foul off on a check swing, and it remains 2-2. 7 pitch at bat and counting for Myers. Tarboro River Bandits off tonight. Same with the Norfolk Redbirds. 2 balls, 2 strikes again. Outside, ball 3, and the count is now 4. Three balls, 2 strikes. High, ball 4. A walk by Myers, and runners on first and second. Two on with nobody out. Apologies for the scoreboard mishap here on the broadcast, but runners at first and second. Gabe Kirk is up, and a big cut and a miss. It's 0-1. And 1-0 gets by the catcher Tone, and both runners advance. Runners at second and third in a 1-1 count. Runners at second and third. 1-1 count to Gabe Kirk. And the pitch. Swung on, line drive, up the middle, Hop, Will to throw. And there's one away, Goff comes in.
Apologies for the scoreboard here. On the broadcast, Kirk gets the run in. It's now a 9-3 ball game. 9-3 ball game. Bottom of the fifth. Roscoe delivers, and it's outside. Bottom of the fifth, 9-3. Already a run across in the inning. Myers over with third. The 2-0 to Winslow. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. One ball, two strikes. Fly ball. Shadle over. Tone over, and he gives it a look. It goes out of play. 1-2 the count. Plenty of time left in this game. Steamers just got to keep chipping away. Taking advantage. Hits. Walks. The RBI ground out by Kirk. Moving Myers up. Kirk now his 10th RBI of the season. The 1-2 pitch to Winslow. Line drive to center. That should get the job done. Tagging from third is Myers. The throw in is going to be on 2 hops. And the Steamers get another run across. Winslow his 2nd RBI of the game. And now it's 9-4. 9-4, the line drive out by Winslow. He hit it hard, and he brought a run in. 2 outs now, 2 RBIs, 2 runs in. Still 4 runs on just 2 Steamers hits, but the runs are coming, and the lead is down to 5. And Tate Abbott, swing and a miss. And the 0-1 pitch inside, and it hit Abbott. He throws the bat in frustration. But another runner for the Steamers, a 2-out hit batter, and now Driftin' Paget comes up as the 6th man to bat in the inning. Steamers still without a base knock. A walk, a hit batter to Goff, a walk to Myers, both advancing on a wild pitch. Kirk the RBI ground out. Sack fly from Winslow. And the first pitch to Paget in there for a strike. And then the hit batter to Abbott, the 2nd of the inning for Roscoe. And the 1-1 outside. And the pitch from Roscoe. Low and away. Driftin' Paget, 2 runs scored on Tuesday. He's walked twice here today. Hasn't scored. And the pitch. Outside, and the count goes to 3-1. Balls, 1 strike. Overitis, the 7th man to bat in the inning, would be. Stands on deck, the 3-1 is outside. Another base runner for the Steamers, who are trying to plot a comeback. They've got 2 on, 2 runs already in. And Tyler Overitis, who saw this same opportunity a few innings ago, struck out with runners on 2nd and 3rd at the time. And now has an opportunity against Roscoe, and the first pitch inside, ball 1. 9-4 ball game. 2 runs in the top of the first for the Knights. Steamers got 1 back in the first. Steamers got another 1 to tie the game in the 3rd.
7 straight unanswered from the 4th and the 5th as Overitis swings over the top. 4 runs in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th for the Knights, and now 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th and counting for the Steamers. The 1-1 pitch. Low. It's 2-1. As mentioned, Overitis, once he gets going, he had over a .330 batting average in the spring. It'll be a huge asset to this Steamers offense. The 2-1 inside has hit some balls hard, just has not gotten it to fall. 3-1. Alden Cottle on deck. 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. The 3rd walk of the inning loads him up with 2 outs for Alden Cottle. And Chuck Slaughter is going to come out. He's around first base. He's kind of yelling to Roscoe. No action in the Knights bullpen. There's now the 8th man to bat in the inning. Alden Cottle steps in, and now Slaughter's going to come all the way out and talk with his right-hander, Roscoe. And what would be the Steamers' 8th run, as Cottle also goes over to Hill for a little scouting report. Again, the right-hander who hasn't given up a hit in the inning. 3 walks, 2 hit batter, and a pair of outs that each scored runs. A ground out, RBI ground out by Kirk, and an RBI sac fly by Winslow. Now Cottle up. 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out and struck out his last time. And Roscoe delivers the first pitch outside, ball 1. A ball after the prep talk there from Coach Slaughter. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Cottle looking to put an 8 spot on the board with that swing. 2 runs already in. Another bases loaded opportunity. The 1-1, swing and a miss, and Cottle's down 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 runs across. The bases loaded. The 2nd straight inning, the Steamers have had them loaded. They left them loaded in the 4th. Can Cottle come through? The 1-2. In on the inside corner, called strike 3. And for the 2nd consecutive inning, the Steamers leave them loaded. They do get 2 across, shrink the lead down to 5. We go to the 6th. The Knights lead it 9-4.
The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Is your kid a fan of the Clan? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. 9-4, Knights lead. Combined 9 runs in the last 2 innings. Knights have scored in back-to-back innings, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Steamers, relieving Loveday. The third one on the mound is right-hander John Horton from Norfolk State University. In his third game of the season, he's pitched 3 innings so far, struck out 4, hasn't allowed a run, and as mentioned when he was warming up, shut down the River Bandits in the Steamers' 4-1 victory on Tuesday night. Came in for Bausis with a run, Ben Bausis with a runner on second. Came in and got the job done. And now pitch hitting for the Knights is number 31, Jordan Hill. He will come in and pitch hit for Cundiff at shortstop. Hill was just added to the roster today from Randolph-Macon College. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Horton teammates with tonight's starter for the Knights, Zach Capps at Norfolk State. Both getting in here tonight in this PCL action, and the 0-1 is high. Horton hasn't allowed a run in the spring. Struggled with Norfolk State, though, in 19 appearances. 8.47 ERA, but he delivers a breaking ball in there for a strike. Got that fastball, and that's really Bender's slider. 19 appearances for Norfolk State in the spring. 8.47 ERA, and the 1-2 foul back. Jordan Hill, 6', 150, infielder, middle infielder. Subbing in for Cundiff now at short. 5 consecutive innings for the Knights with at least 1 runner on. Horton looking to change that. The 2-1 is flied to center. Padgett drifting over, and he'll get under it, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. The most important out, number 1, really tonight. Knights have gotten the leadoff man on. Gone on to score in every inning. And now Scott McDonough, the designated hitter, standing in for his 4th plate appearance here in the 6th. And Horton's first pitch is high, ball 1. Yeah, power versus power right here. The mound and the plate. A 1-0, big cut and a miss. It's 1-1. 4 runs in the 4th by the Knights, and then the 5th, a 3-run home run by Corbin McLeod. The time made it a 9-2 game. It's now 9-4, and the 1-1 is in high and inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to McDonough. Again, he had only the 2 out of the 3 hits in the Knights' loss on Saturday. Big cut and a miss again. Pulled his head out and swung right over the top of it, and now the count 2-2. Horton still looking for that first 1-2-3 inning for Steamers pitching here in the 6th. 2-2, just missed, low and away. Horton, you can see a little smile out there on the mound and get the breaking pitch for a strike. And now the count 4 to McDonough, the leadoff hitter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch inside, ball 4. And the 1-2-3 inning still eluding Steamers pitching. 1 on, 1 out, now in the 6th. And Brody Miller, who reached on a infield single, was a part of that 4-run 4th inning. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. Laid it down perfectly. Rather, the 5th. Laid it down perfectly. Loveday couldn't field it. And a big cut and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes. Horton gets the sign and he delivers. Fly ball to left. Drifting under it is Paulson. He comes in and he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. And now Kenny Shadle coming in. Shadle, a pair of hits tonight. Few runs scored. Hit the ball hard. Both hits. Now faces the righty Horton. Third pitcher for the Steamers. Morris went the first 3 in the third, giving up 5 earned runs, six runs in total. The first pitch in their first strike. Loveday coming in. He goes 1 in the third. He gives up 3 runs on the 3-run home run from McLeod. And the pitch. Fly ball to right. Myers has it. Shallow right field. He'll call off and he'll make the catch. And after a 1-out walk, Horton puts up a 0 on the board for the Knights offense. Steamers have some work to do. We go to the 6th. They're down 5. And they're coming up down 9-4. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, bottom of the 6th inning. The Steamers down 5, 9-4 to the visiting Greenbrier Knights. As mentioned, the Steamers went 5-1 against the Knights in 2022, including the PCL semifinals, when the only Knights win came essentially a year to the day, beating the Steamers 10-9 right here on June 7th, 2022. Steamers have won 5 straight against the Knights since. But to make it 6 straight, they're going to have to come from behind, down by as many as 7, 9, 10, 1. Halstead due up. Big cut and a miss to Anthony Roscoe in his 2nd inning of work. Halstead, Paulson, and Goff due up. And the 0-1. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-2 to Halstead. Struck out with runners on 2nd and 3rd in the 4th. And Bummer checking Halstead, giving him the thumbs up just to make sure he's in the box. The lines behind around home plate really cannot see them anymore as it descends out into the field. Roscoe the 0-2, and Halstead fouls it off. Halstead, last season with the Steamers, 23 games played, 55 plate appearances, 373 average with 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. 0-2 inside, it's 1-2. As mentioned, still looking for that first hit of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes, high and inside. It's 2-2. An update from the Outer Banks. It's now a 7-3 game. Outer Banks still leading. Virginia Beach getting a few runs back. Again, their first game of the season. First PCL game as well. The 2-2 low, and the count now 3-2. Both teams gotten ahead in the count, but at times have been unable to finish off batters. 3-2. Roscoe walked 3 in the 5th. 3-2 pitch and a foul off by Halstead. Again, the 2 runs in the 5th by the Steamers scored without a base knock. Only 2 hits, a single by Winslow, and a hit given to Abbott on a fly ball to left where he reached on a double. 3-2. High outside, another walk out of the pen from Roscoe, and Halstead will reach. That is his second walk of the season. And now Nate Paulson stepping in, looking for an opportunity for redemption after striking out, looking with the bases loaded in the 4th. Looks like some movement now. A few Knights trotting out to the visitors' bullpen. In a 9-4 game here in the 6th, Roscoe. Big cut and a miss by Paulson. It's 0-1. Goff on deck. He got hit by Roscoe in the 5th. Came around to score. 9-4 game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch. Outside, it gets away again from Tone. Halstead up to second. Another pass ball for the Knights. And the Steamers the benefactor as the number 9 man Halstead out to second. What a night for the pass balls tonight. Both teams just whipping it to the backstop. And each team has benefited. The 1-1, good take from Paulson on a breaking ball that drifted low. Two 2-1 pitch to Paulson, and he fouls one straight back. It's 2-2. Plenty of time still left in this one. 4 innings. The Steamers need 5 runs. Smelling a comeback in the comments. The Steamers looking to come back for the 2nd time this season. And the 2-2 pitch is high. 3-2. 4 walks for Roscoe. He hasn't allowed a hit. 4 walks and 2 hit batter. The 3-2 pitch to Paulson. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Paulson swings at what possibly could be ball 4 there. And 1 out, and now Ryan Goff coming up. Paulson remains hitless. Runner out at second. The top of the order now for the Steamers, looking to get a run across. Roscoe's the pitch. High, ball 1. Lefty starting to warm in the pen for the Knights. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses. It's 2-0. 2 balls. No strikes to Goff, who's reached twice tonight, not on hits, on a walk, and then he got hit his last time, and both times came around to score. 2-0. Big cut and a miss. What could possibly be ball 3, never know. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Grounded foul. The count goes to 2-2. Home plate umpire Nick Brummer going out to give Roscoe a new baseball. 2nd inning of work. 2 runs allowed. Still lefty warming up in the Knights bullpen. No one in the Steamers bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Goff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff walk. And now Luke Myers stepping up as the Steamers have still yet to record a base hit against Roscoe. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, two hit batters, and now Myers coming up. There's a hole on the right side if he can put it through there, and the first pitch is high. Myers likes to choke up on that bat a little bit. Play a little pepper with the infield here. He's got the second baseman, Will, shading out on a pickoff. And the 1-0. Blowing in. Coach Hill, Stallings, working with the players earlier this week. Last week, directional hitting. 2-0 the count to Myers. Roscoe throws over nonchalantly, and the lefty in the Knights bullpen coming in. Two-0 pitch to Myers. High, it's 3-0. Gabe Kirk, RBI ground out in the previous inning, waits on deck if the inning continues. 3 balls, no strikes. Roscoe delivers. And Myers, taking all the weight, takes a strike on the outer half. Myers from Maryland Eastern Shore led the team in walks in the spring with 34. And the 3-1 on the outside corner. And the count is now full with 2 outs and Halstead out at second. Myers now with 6 walks on the season. 3-2. Fouls it off. Shadle gives it a look and it goes out of play. That's what Myers does best. Fouling pitches off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Steamers trying to come back. Down by as much as 7. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And after a leadoff walk, Roscoe strikes out 3. We go to the top of the 7th. The Knights lead the Steamers 9-4.
The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Some changes for the Knights as we go to the top half of the 7th as catcher Jake Tone coming in. Dylan Bowen came in to play third base in the last half inning. Rylan Brown, another 2022 PCL All-Star, he came in to play left field for O. And Diego Ortiz, number 10, come in to play center, and the first pitch, a big cut and a miss from Tone. Second inning of work for John Horton, just trying to keep the lead at 5. Any hope for the Steamers' offense? And the 0-1, foul pop-up, third base, Cotto. Does he have it? Yes, he does! On Cotto making the play over by the Steamers' dugout, and there's one away here in the 7th, drifting over under it, and he made the catch. And now McLeod stepping in. Corbin McLeod, the home run in the 5th inning off of Loveday, and the first pitch high. Tone doubled, and then McLeod off of the Edenton Aces scoreboard in left. And the 1-0 inside, 2-0. McLeod, best game of the spring season against George Mason. Yeah, it went 2 for 5. No RBI. It's 3 tonight and a homer. This one skied, foul territory over first base side. Abbott Myers, and that'll go into the beer garden. And it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. To McLeod. And the pitch in there, it's 2-2. Due up in the bottom of the 7th for the Steamers, Kirk, Winslow, and Abbott. In the heart of the order. Down 5. And the 2-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking ball from Horton, and there's 2 away. 7th inning, Steamers still looking for that 1-2-3 inning. And standing in their way is Dylan Bowen. Richard Bland College, first base, third base pitcher, came in at third for Trevor Mason, who had a few hits. And the first pitch to Bowen is on the outside corner for a strike. Mason, a few hits. Runs scored, and RBI. Did have the drop pop-up in the 3rd, which at the time gave Steamers a run, tied the game. The 0-1 is inside, 1-1. And Bowen from Prince George, Virginia, right up the road. 26 games played, 64 at-bats. 141 average for Richard Bland College. And a big cut and a miss. It's 1-2. Horton coming out of the pen, throwing smoke. Exactly what the Steamers needed. They got 4 2/3 out of Ruben Costin on Saturday in the comeback win over Clayton. Didn't get the same from Loveday. A 1-2 bounds to the backstop. On deck, Rylan Brown. Who has power for days. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Horton on the outside corner, called strike 3, and a 1-2-3 inning for Horton. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3 chances left for the Steamers, who trail the Knights 9-4.
Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
My name is Tyler Overatis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A new pitcher on the mound for the Knights in his second season in the PCL. Left-handed pitcher from Emory and Henry College, John McCarthy, Hampton, Virginia native. Coach Slaughter putting in a lot of returners from last season. Ortiz playing with the Knights last year, along with Rylan Brown, played with the Suffolk Voyagers. And John McCarthy on the mound with two lefties coming up in the form of Gabe Kirk and Tate Abbott. Here in the bottom half of the seventh inning. 9-4 game. A little scoring summary brought to you by Farrell Gas. 2 runs in the top of the first inning on a ground out error. Steamers got one back on an RBI hit by Macon Winslow. Another run in the third on a drop fly ball in the infield. 4 runs in the fourth by the Knights. Walks, hits, pass balls. 3 runs in the fifth on a 3-run home run by Corbin McLeod, and then 2 runs in the fifth on an RBI ground out by the man at the plate, Gabe Kirk, and a sac fly from Macon Winslow. Now bottom of the seventh, Steamers down 5. They got 3 opportunities left. Face the lefty McCarthy, and the first pitch Kirk called strike regardless, and it's 0-1. 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the visiting Knights. 4 runs on just 2 hits, 1 error for the Steamers. And the 0-1 is low for ball. It's 1-1. To the designated hitter, Kirk. As mentioned earlier, now 10 RBIs. The first Steamer to 10 runs batted in. And the 1-1 pitch. High and away. It's 2-1. And Winslow on deck. He has a RBI single and a sac fly, 2 of the 4 runs. 2-1. Kirk checks. And it's a ball. Didn't go. Steamers. 38 walks or hit batters. That number's only going to go up after tonight. The 3-1. Big cut and a miss. Kirk thinking extra bases, and now the count goes full. Knights, as mentioned, searching for their first win against the Steamers since June 7th of last year. Swing and a miss, breaking ball from McCarthy, and there's one away here in the 7th. Strikeouts have been plentiful for Knights pitching here tonight. And now Macon Winslow stepping in. Macon Winslow last summer playing for the under-18 boys national team. And the first pitch to him, swung on, driven deep to left. Brown ventures back. He's at the wall, and that ball is gone. You can kiss that one goodbye. A home run for Winslow, and the lead is down to 4. Macon Winslow making stuff happen for the Steamers. 3 runs tonight. The 3rd home run for the season for the Steamers, and it's 9-5. A bomb off the bats of Winslow against the lefty McCarthy. And chipping away, Steamers now down 4. Abbott swings at the first pitch, lofts it out to shallow center, and underneath of it making the catch is Will, and now there's 2 away. And now Drifton Patchett had the Steamers' 2nd home run of the season Tuesday night against Tarboro. Steps in. He's reached 3 times on 3 walks tonight. And the first pitch to him is a ball inside. Winslow, 3 RBIs tonight. Now give him 5, which moves him up tied for third on the team with Ryan Goff. And the 1-0 pitch, swinging fouled off. Winslow, he had, as we mentioned earlier, had the tryout yesterday, clearly carrying the success over. Set 2 hits, a home run, 3 RBIs. And has 2 of the 3 Steamers hits tonight, the 1-1. Padgett lines it to center. Barely having to move out there is Ortiz, who makes the catch. Steamers get a run back in the 7th on the long ball by Winslow. There's a stoppage here. Knights going out on the field. Steamers ran out there, and confusion ensuing. Confusion here at the ballpark. Not entirely sure what happened. Fly ball to center. And confusion sets in. Folks, let me be honest, I don't know what happened out there in center field. Apparently, what the ruling is Ortiz dropped it. And Tyler Overitis takes a ball in there for a strike. Apparently Ortiz dropped it is what the ruling. Not entirely sure. He goes camped under it, barely had to move his Overitis. It's quickly 0-2. And McCarthy 1 strike away from nullifying the extra base, if you will. Don't know how that one's going to get scored in the scorebook. The 0-2 to Overitis. Swing, chopper, and that will go foul. But now, at the very least, extra pitches from McCarthy with no one warming up. Catcher interference is the call now that allowing Padgett to reach. Second time tonight that a Steamer has reached due to catcher interference. On a routine fly ball to center, Padgett reaches on catcher's interference, and now the 0-2 pitch. On the outside corner called strike 3, and the catcher's interference goes for naught. But the Steamers get a run across on the long ball by Winslow. We go to the 8th. The Knights still lead the Steamers 9-5.
The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the 8th inning. Steamers River Bandits, home run by Macon Winslow. Made it a 9-5 game. And at the plate for his first time tonight, Rylan Brown. As mentioned, 2022 PCL All-Star. Was in the home run derby. Big cut and a foul. Third inning of work now from John Horton, who's kept it at 9, the run total. Third inning of work. Really serving as that number 1 reliever for the Steamers, as that breaking ball inside. Island Brown, again playing for the Suffolk Voyagers last season. Team disbanded this season, but Brown had definitely some offers. Steamers were one of them towards the end, but jumping on with the Knights, a prized commodity. Struggled in the spring, though, with Lewisburg College, the Chesapeake, Virginia native, the 2-1. Swung on, fly ball to left. Paulson drifts back. He's underneath of it. He comes in again, and he'll make the catch. And there's 1 out here in the 8th. And now Zach will step up. A few walks for him. Now a 13-3 game in the Outer Banks between the Scallywags and the Sea Dogs. The second baseman for the Knights stepping in. And PCL standings as of right now. Steamers at the top 3-0. 6 outs away from that changing. Tarboro 2-2. The Knights, the Knights and the Sea Dogs yet to play both games tonight. Their first games. 1-0 is fly to right. Halstead drifting over. He'll have room and he'll make the catch. 2 away. 2 outs. 2 fly outs. Norfolk Redbirds 0-1. A tie against the Scallywags the other night. Then Outer Banks at the bottom 0-3-1. But well on their way to their first win of the season. And now the center fielder was a part of last inning's controversy. Diego Ortiz will step in. Another returner for this Knights squad. And he takes the first pitch in for a strike. Routinely under that last one in the 7th. That was called catcher's interference. Steamers didn't capitalize on it. And the 0-1 is inside. It's 1-1. Diego Ortiz, Bryan and Stratton College. Outfielder, the sophomore. And the 1-1 in there for a strike. Ortiz, the Orlando, Florida native. Puerto Rico as well. 22 games played, 33 at-bats, 152 average in the spring. The 1-2 coming from Horton. Curveball got back to the backstop. Not only is Winslow and Tone the Knights catcher, but the backstop tonight. The padding back there getting some action. And the count's 2-2, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning in a 9-5 Knights lead. 7 of the 9 runs coming in the 4th and the 5th. 3-2-2 is fouled off. But John Horton, the Steamers' 3rd pitcher of the night, coming in and doing damage control. Morris going the first 3 1/3. He gave up 6 runs, 5 of which were earned. Loveday came in for the next inning and a 1/3 and gave up 3 on the 3-run home run by McLeod, but nothing since. The 2-2, swung on, popped up. Winslow over by the dugout, reaches up, and he can't make the catch. Horton coming over, reassuring Winslow, gives a little smile there, running over towards the netting protection. Tried the little basket catch. Impressive effort from Winslow, but could not come up with it. Right-hander warming up in the Knights bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ortiz. And a pitch. High, and the count goes full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Horton delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball.
And Horton has been dominant out of the bullpen. 3 innings, no runs. Steamers still looking for some runs as they trail it 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting 2 youth baseball camps this summer. This year's camp dates are June 14th through the 16th and July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Got some fireworks tonight after the game. ECU Health. Welcome back to historic Hicksfield. Fireworks after the game tonight. The second time out of 4 fireworks. Another one later in June. Another one here in July. Show in town. Can't get any better. Got some fireworks going on. Steamers hoping for some late inning fireworks here, and they've got the 3 returners coming up here at the bottom of the lineup against John McCarthy. Alden Cottle, Davis Halstead, and Nate Paulson. The 3 due up. And against McCarthy in his second inning of work. Allowed the home run to Winslow in the 7th, and Cottle swings at the first pitch and sends it foul. His first game back, he's 0 for 3. The ground out and a pair of strikeouts. First game back again since May 30th against North Greenville. Cottle, line drive to left center field, and his first hit back with the Steamers is a huge one in the 8th. Line drive into left. And now Davis Halstead comes in. What a time for the returners to light a spark in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 4-run ball game. Halstead walking his last time. He was stranded out at second. And McCarthy delivers, and he delivers a pitch low. It's 1-0. Action in the Knights bullpen. A right-hander continues to warm. For the Steamers, still no one as Horton continues to silence the Knights bats. And the 1-0 in their first strike. It's 1-1. Steamers, as mentioned, 4-run comeback against the Clovers as Halstead fouls the 1-2 pitch, and it's come in the 8th inning. An 8-run 8th inning against the Clovers. Then they scored 3 against High Point. 11 runs in the 8th inning this season. Can they do it again? Down 4. The bottom of the lineup up, and the 1-2. Low, just missed, and the count 2-2. What a take by Halstead. Would be a time to get out of the early season slump right here for Halstead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, foul back. Sixth game of the season for the Steamers. Only the second game for the Knights, who fell to Tri-City. Chili Peppers 7-3 on Saturday. 2 balls and 2 strikes the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking pitch.
Dazzling breaking stuff from McCarthy, and he retires. Halstead 1 out. And now, Nate Paulson, who struck out his last time, stands in. Few opportunities with runners on. Ryan Goff waits on deck. Paulson can extend the inning. And the first pitch to him, big cut and a miss. 0-1. Steamers have 2 off days tomorrow and Saturday before they're back at it Sunday right here at a 5 p.m. start against the River Bandits. Paulson a drive, left center, no man's land, and coming in Ortiz will make the catch. Jordan Hill, the new shortstop, got turned around, but Ortiz comes in and retires him, and now 2 outs after the leadoff single by Cottle, and Ryan Goff standing in. Goff talking about his relationship with Paulson. Now guys batting back-to-back in the lineup, 10-1. Both guys playing high school ball together. Bridgeport, West Virginia, as Goff takes a ball low. Going up. Goff saying the player to recruit to the team, Trey Turner. Wonder where he would play with Goff at short, but be a great addition to the team. And though 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. You got Abbott saying Carpenter now. You got Goff saying Turner. I wonder if someone was saying outfielder to the team. Pitcher perhaps. 1-1. McCarthy delivers. Just missed high. It's 2-1. Pitches around the corners have been tight. Tighter zone from Nick Brummer behind the plate tonight. A few breaking balls from both sides that just have drifted low. And the 2-1. That one in there for a strike on the outside half, and count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, a 9-5 Knights lead. Cottle over at first, he singled to lead off the frame. And the 2-2. Goff pops it up. Tone didn't see it, and it'll get out of play. It remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. We're going to do it again here. McCarthy checks the runner at second. He delivers. Just missed. Few Knights looked like they were walking off the field. Full count now. 2 outs. Runner at first. Myers awaits on deck if it gets to him. McCarthy the pitch. Goff grounds it to short. Coming in is Hill. Throw to first, and he got him. What a play by Jordan Hill at short. Steamers strand a runner. We go to the 9th. The Knights lead the Steamers 9-5.
The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back. Top half of the ninth inning here at historic Hicks Field. A 9-5 Knights lead. 10-1, 2 due up for Greenbrier. Jordan Hill, a late entrant into the game, coming in for Colt Cundiff. He made the play to end the top of the ninth. He leads off here against John Horton in his fourth inning of work now. And the first pitch is high, ball one. Few flyouts, strikeouts, and Horton has kept the Knights at bay. Fly ball to left. Drifting back is Paulson. He's going back, and he'll make the catch at the warning track to retire Hill, who gave it a ride. But Nate Paulson, the center fielder by trade, runs it down in left center. And there's one away now for McDonough. Scott McDonough up, leadoff man, DHing tonight, played first base in the Greenbrier opener. And a big cut and a miss at the first pitch from Horton. He's been doing what Morris and Zane couldn't do, I guess, consistently. Throw strikes. Only one walk out of the pen. One is fouled off. It's really been the Steamers' kryptonite so far, on at least from the pitching side. The walks, free passes. Tonight, not only the 10 hits, but free passes, allowing more runs to come across. And the ball low, it's 1-2. Greenbrier have a few games off. And the 1-2. Low and away. Check. No swing from McDonough. It's 2-2. Next game for the visiting Knights will be next Monday on the road. They'll travel to the Outer Banks to take on the Scallywags on Monday. 2-2 inside, and after getting ahead 0-2, count now goes to 3-2. Three balls, two strikes, and the pitch from Horton. Swung on, fly ball to right. Halstead drifting over to his left. He gets under it and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Horton working the fly balls here in the outing, and now Brody Miller coming up with 2 outs. Way things stand, Scallywags up 17-3. Tarboro beat them 15-3 the other night. They were turning the favor against Virginia Beach. And the pitch from Horton inside. Almost got Miller. Steamers bottom half of the ninth. It'll be 2, 3, 4, Myers, Kirk, and Winslow. They need the very least 4 runs if Horton can get out of this. John Horton now on the season. 5 2/3. He still hasn't allowed a run. He's got a save. And the 1-1 is high. The right-hander who, again, struggled in the spring. 8.47 ERA. Had a save. 34 innings pitched. Strikeouts were there. And continues his scoreless streak from the spring. 2-1. Big cut and a miss from Miller. It's 2-2. Finished the year with 4 1/3 scoreless. He now has 10 straight scoreless innings. If you combine the first 5 2/3 here with the Clams. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for Horton, who, despite the final result tonight, has kept the Knights at bay. Final chance for the Steamers in the bottom of the ninth. They trail it by 4. It's 9-5 Greenbrier. The Edenton Steamers and the Edenton Aces are excited to join forces as the Edenton Baseball Club. The Edenton Baseball Club's mission is to raise money to benefit historic Hicks Field and contribute to the longevity of our beautiful facility. On Saturday, June 17th, the Steamers will be wearing special themed jerseys that bear the logo of the Steamers and the Aces. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and the proceeds from this jersey auction will directly benefit projects going on inside historic Hicks Field. We appreciate your support of our historic homestead. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hi, this is William Stewart, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Comeback time for the Steamers, and they're going to have to do it against a new arm on the mound for the Knights. Fourth pitcher for Greenbrier. Zach Capps going the first 4 innings, allowed 2 runs, followed up by Anthony Roscoe, gave up 2. In the 5th, John McCarthy came in. He gave up a run in the 7th in 2 innings. And now trying to shut the door is right-hander John Harley from Point Park University, Virginia Beach native. 11 appearances in the spring. 3 games started, 1-0. 18 innings pitched, 5.30 earned run average. And Harley looking to put away the Steamers, give Greenbrier their first win of the season, their first in PCL play, and hand the Steamers their first loss. But Steamers down 4 here. They have the middle of the lineup, 2, 3, 4 due up, including 3 and 4, Kirk and Winslow, who are responsible for 4 out of the 5 runs from coming across. And the 4th pitcher for the Knights, Steamers have used 3, Chris Morris, Zane Loveday, and John Horton. Been the best out of the 3 at limiting the Knights' offense. 9 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the visiting Greenbrier Knights. And for the Steamers, 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. And Luke Myers will stand in against Harley. The tall right-hander delivers his first pitch inside, almost got Myers. 1-0. Standing at 6-6. Second pitcher, 6-6 tonight. Zane Loveday for the Steamers. Standing up at 6-6, so 1-0 is in there for a strike. Best game of the season for Harley, as Myers fouls the 1-1 back. It's 1-2. Against Bryant and Stratton Abbey, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, a walk. He had 3 Ks. And the 1-2 pitch from Harley. Called strike 3 on the breaking pitch. Lofted in there, and there's 1 away. And the Steamers are down to their final 2 outs as Gabe Kirk stands in. Just as much as the Steamers have walked tonight, they've also struck out a lot. Caught off guard from the Knights pitching. And the first pitch from Harley to Cook, driven in the air to right center, venturing back and making the catch is the right fielder Brody Miller. Kirk gave it a ride, and now the Steamers are down to their final out in the 9th. And it's been the man who's been the most productive tonight at the plate. 3 hits, Or 2 hits rather, 3 RBIs. A single in the first, a run scored. A sac fly in the 5th, and a home run in the 7th. And Macon Winslow stands as the last batter for the Steamers, and he takes a pitch in there for a strike. Hawley can get Winslow out. It would end the Steamers' 7-game winning streak that started with a victory over these Knights. And the 0-1 is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes. Hawley delivers. Swinging a grounder up the middle, and that'll get through a base hit. 3rd hit of the game for Winslow. One of the lone bright spots offensively for the Steamers, extends the game a batter further. 0-2 pitch pokes it into center field. And now Tate Abbott standing in. 5 hits, 3 of them coming from number 24, the catcher Macon Winslow. And now Tate Abbott looking to keep the game going. And the first pitch to him. Swing, pops it up. In the infield, coming in his will. He'll make the catch, and the ball game is over. The Greenbrier Knights come into historic Hicks Field and hand the Steamers their first loss of the season. Final score is 9-5. The Greenbrier Knights win it. They scored 7 runs in the 4th and the 5th inning. The last runs they scored in the game. But the pitching was enough to hold off the Steamers' comeback. The Knights win their first game of the season, move to 1-1, and get their first win in PCL play. The Steamers fall to 5-1, 3-1 in PCL play. The next Steamers game will be on Sunday. They got a few days off. Next game will be Sunday against the Tarboro River Bandits. Their 3rd game between the teams right here at historic Hicks Field. Again, thank you for watching another presentation of Steamers Baseball right here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. I'm Jacob Smedley saying thank you for watching, and now it's time for the fireworks here at Historic.